Hey, Fighting Illini fans, Michelle Provenzano here at the Armory Room catching up with men's cross-country head coach Jake Stewart. Coach, you guys competed at the Spartan Invitational. Recap the weekend and how you think the team did.
I think it was another consistent weekend for us. Again, some good, some bad. I thought, again, Sean Pingelli showed a great deal of consistency. He was probably one of very few folks who had ran that course last year who came back and probably ran faster this year. So it was a really good day for him. I thought Paul Zeman came back nicely after what was a disappointing race for him at Kentucky the previous weekend and raced more like himself. And that was the idea behind bringing him back, on a week turnaround. And, I thought Dan Lathrop was kind of in the same boat. He, had a disappointing race at Kentucky. We brought him back. Which really wasn't the plan to begin with, but we felt like it was best for him to get back into a race as we move through the season. And I thought Jeremy Atchison had a really good day. Jeremy's a fourth-year senior. He's had a lot of ups and downs in his career for us, and he had a nice opener for us over the 8,000-meter distance. And then, for someone like Jesse Reiser, who made his debut for us, racing at the 8,000-meter distance for the first time, I thought he did a good job of handling the majority of it. He went out aggressively. He was in the lead group through about 6,000 meters, which we wanted him to be. And then, the distance, I think, was something that he's going to have to continue to adjust to and caught up to him a little bit. But, certainly not indicative of his fitness and where he's at. It's just more of an experience thing right now for him, and feels as though he'll be better moving forward as he gets more of these races under his belt.
What is maybe the biggest key thing that you want your players to focus on once more competitions come up, and just areas to improve on overall?
When we put our entire lineup together here in a couple weeks at Louisville, our guys are going to have to really be aware of what our 1 to 5 gap in terms of the scoring is. Our first guy to our fifth guy, and they understand that. And I think with our team, our depth is very good this year. I think it can be a number of interchangeable parts who make up that 1 to 5, kind of lineup. So, that'll be it'll be indicative of what our success and really, what this season kind of leads to is how we put together that 1 to 5 gap.
And as far as this weekend goes, you guys are headed to the Brissman-Lunden Invite. Talk about some of the competition you'll be facing this weekend.
It's the first time going to this meet. When we put together the schedule, we wanted to give a lot of guys opportunities to race. We can only take 7 to the Louisville meet the following week, and I didn't want to go from the middle of September to the middle of October and not have any race opportunities for some guys. So that's why we incorporated this meet into our schedule. It's a great course. It's on a golf course, very similar to probably the type of course we'll see at the Big Ten meet. It's an opportunity for some of our guys to run their way up into what could be considered our top 7 or 9. We're opening up Ian Barnett this weekend. It's his first race of the year. He's our top returner from the regional meet last year. So it's another opportunity to take advantage of a race, being in a competitive environment, doing some things differently, on how they approach the races with really not a lot of negative coming out of it. We can take some chances, take some risks, and I hope that's what we do on Friday up in Rock Island.
Well, thanks, Coach. And for more Illini sports coverage, visit fightingillini.com.